Amen. Amen. Thank y'all for suffering through that one with me. Hey. Amen. Because I tell you, I wrote that song 20 years ago. I wrote that song 20 years ago. And I'm going to tell you a quick testimony about how that song came about. I used to be in the world, amen. I used to sing R&B. Amen. And I was in the world, y'all. I was 36, 24, 36. I was a small piece of leather, but baby, I was well put together. And I used to be in the world. But at 9 years old, God was calling me to be a preacher. People used to always say, hey, little preacher, because I love to read the Bible. So when I got up and got grown and thought I wanted to do what I wanted to do, when I got mama, I started singing the R&B. I went to New Orleans one year, and when I got down to New Orleans, I found out the R&B people don't never go to sleep. So I was in one meeting, out of a meeting, into another dinner or breakfast or whatever it was that day, and I got to meet a lot of famous people, bless God. But them people didn't never go to sleep, and I was not used to not going to sleep. So I stayed down there 4 days. And they fed us chicken for everything, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I had chicken balled up, folded up, looked like it was flat iron with ice cream on top of it or something. And anyway, I remember the last day, I told the Lord, I said, God, if you get me home, I said, I'll write something for you. And I'll never forget when I got home. But I called my husband on the way home. I said, baby, don't have no chicken in the house. But I remember when I got home a couple of days later, I was standing at the sink, and I was washing dishes, and that song just started coming out of my mouth. I just started singing that song. Thank you, baby. I just started singing that song. And I wrote the first verse of that song. And I guess it was about a month later. I was sitting in my office at home. About 3 o'clock in the morning, and my phone rang. And I remember grabbing the phone because I didn't want to wake up my husband or the children. And on the other end was my sister, Fanny. I had been trying to write the rest of this song for a whole month, and I couldn't. And I was sitting there working on that song when the phone rang. And I had borrowed the paper, wrote stuff, borrowed the paper. And so when I found out who was on the phone, she said, Celeste, you up mighty early. I said, yeah, I'm working on a song that God has put in my spirit. And then I said, it's funny that you saying I'm up early. I said, because you up pretty early yourself. She said, well, I was calling you so you can go and tell mama, because my mama lived right across the yard from me, and she lived in Kentucky. She said, I want you to go and tell her Nikki just died. And that was my niece, Nikki. We was real, real close. And I remember